Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hey, my name is Mo. I'm a pharmacist, toxicologist and safety assessor. In this channel we talk about skincare and the science and safety behind skincare, and I try my best to provide you with all the information to have a peace of mind when you are using your personal care product. So if that sounds interesting to you, please don't forget to subscribe and join this community. So this video is going to be very simple and very light, but we are going to tackle a very important aspect of skincare, which is, we all know, sunscreen. Sunscreen, as we all know, and I've said that before a lot of times, that sunscreen is the most important step of skincare, because our biology, building and improving things takes time, but doing damage can happen like this very instantly. And the bad effect of UV radiation on our skin is super fast, and it lasts a very long time. And to build your skin and improve the texture, improve all the aspects of your skin health, it takes a lot of time. You may need to use skincare or have a skincare routine for a long period of time to see result. But with sun damage, you can see immediately a sunburn, a texture change, hyperpigmentation, and on the long run you will see a loss of collagen and elastin, so more wrinkle in the future. So the 5 mistakes or 6 mistakes that I want to mention is, I notice a lot of people DMing me on Instagram regarding those issues and mistakes, so I decided to collect all of them in one video and explain each one. So starting with mistake number 1, mixing sunscreen is a big no. Mixing sunscreen can affect how the sunscreen will work and how it will provide you with the needed protection. So mixing sunscreen can affect 2 factors. One factor is how the film is formed on your skin. So sunscreen to work, it needs to form a very unified film on your skin, and in this film there is the UV filter that absorb and reflect some of the UV, and in this way it can protect your skin. But mixing a different type of sunscreen, like for example from different brand, or one tinted or one untinted, can affect how this film is going to form. It may not form at all, it may form but with not a very good uniformity, and it may form with holes in it, allowing UV to reach your skin. So mixing sunscreen is a big no, unless the company or the brand that you are using allowing the mixing of sunscreen, which in this case they've done the test, they see that the SPF is not affected and you can definitely mix your sunscreen. The second point of the first mistake is that UV filter may react with each other. There is a 2021 study that looked at the effect of uncoated, and please notice this, uncoated zinc oxide reacting with avobenzone. And after UV radiation, there are some photochemistry reaction allowing the photodegradation of the avobenzone and giving, let's say, not very safe compounds as a result of this reaction. So the uncoated zinc oxide affected the stability of avobenzone, and leading to a very poor UVA protection. So the UVA protection is gone, and we also have some very irritating compounds as a result of this reaction. So you may be tempted to mix some mineral sunscreen that you love because it's heavy with some lighter chemical sunscreen. But if the company is not saying, or the brand not saying to mix those, please don't mix those. So this reaction can actually happen, and you will be left with side effect from the irritating compounds, and you will have not very optimized protection from UVA. So using or mixing 2 kinds of sunscreen is not advised at all. But remember this point: if you are using a product that contains zinc oxide and avobenzone in the same formula, don't worry, because the company had done the best to assure the stability of avobenzone, and by, let's say, there are many techniques to do so. One of them is coating the zinc oxide with silicone derivatives and giving it a kind of a protection shell so it won't react with avobenzone. So if it's in the same formula, that's okay, but mixing sunscreen in general is a big no. So mistake number 2 is not using enough sunscreen. So sunscreen, when they are designed and formulated, they are tested to be applied on the skin with a specific amount and thickness, which is 2 milligram per centimeter cubic of the skin. So if you use below this amount, you are not getting the labeled SPF on the bottle of the product that you are using. So that's why using enough sunscreen is a very good idea, because it will give you the protection that you bought with the specific product or on the label of the product. So there is some studies that looked at the real life application of sunscreen with real life usage between humans, and it showed that the range were below 2 milligram per centimeter cubic of the skin, and it ranged between 3/4 of centimeter and 1.25 milligram per centimeter cubic. So the amount of protection will not be let's say optimal. So if you are using, that's why the using higher SPF can be a good idea. I know some people say higher SPF is a gimmick or whatever. It's not a gimmick. It's actually assuring in a way that, okay, if you didn't use the right amount, the loss amount because you are using it wrong would be less, because you are having a higher concentration of UV filter, a higher SPF. So in this idea can help you a lot. So using SPF 50 can be a very good starting point. So try to apply the correct amount. There is no too much sunscreen. You can apply more, as much as you can, so it will provide you with the best actually protection possible. So mistake number 3 is rubbing the product too much. So like I mentioned earlier, we need the product to form a film, and there is a lot of technique used to apply sunscreen, and one of them is the Japanese way, where you apply sunscreen on 2 portions to allow it to set really well and use more. So because the first like patch of application will be absorbed, and the second one, so it won't feel as heavy. So in this Japanese technique, you have to apply it very gently. Don't rub too much, because it can affect how the film is going to be formed. Plus it's going to, in a way, maybe if the formula is very heavy or not very, like, say, elegant, it can push around the formula around and provide you with protection in a specific area and less of a protection in other areas. So try to be as gentle as you can. And of course, tugging in general, let's say, put sunscreen aside, tugging on your skin and rubbing it too hard is going to induce side effect of the skin, for especially people with sensitive skin, like redness, irritation, and that is not a good sign for your skin. Mistake number 4 would be not giving your sunscreen enough time. I know a lot of people use makeup, whether you are a girl or a guy. You have to give your sunscreen some time. We know, we see on the label, give it 20 times. 20 times is a little bit too much, and there is also some myth that sunscreen needs 20 minutes to work. Also, that is not correct. The actual direction from the brand is to allow the sunscreen to form a film. UV filters work when they are out of the bottle, but they need to form a unified shield on your skin. So that's what when you see a sunscreen and you read the direction of use, it will say wait 20 minutes. I would say 8 minutes maximum before if you want to apply makeup after, so it won't rub off or like, let's say, have a reaction with the makeup. So basically apply it, wait, have a cup of tea, go walk around and let it set up well, so you can have a very unified or uniform shield on your skin with all the UV filter protecting your skin. So I would give it like 8 minutes max, and that would be amazing. Mistake number 5 is it's a lot to discuss this one, because there's a lot of people seeing a specific sunscreen going viral, and they are pushed in a way of the fear of missing out to use this SPF or this product, but it does not suit their skin well, and they are forcing themselves to use this specific product. This is a very important point. Use a product that you feel very comfortable to use, you enjoy using. So especially sunscreen, because if you are enjoying using the sunscreen, you will reapply it. There is a higher chance of you reapplying the sunscreen. So don't be or don't fall for the fear of missing out on a product. If it doesn't suit your skin, use something that is enjoyable. Don't let anyone, whether it's me or anyone else, to push you to use a specific product that you feel is not suiting your skin, especially SPF, because we want you to have the best protection from the UV rays. So whether you are using an expensive sunscreen, a very affordable sunscreen, the most important point is that you enjoy and feel very comfortable using this product. So like I said, you are going to reapply it through the day, and don't let anyone push you to use a specific product because it's a trendy product or it's used by a lot of people. And lastly, number 6 is not a mistake, more of a myth / mistakes, is sunscreen is enough to protect you from the sun. You must know that there is no formula until this moment that is going to protect you 100% from the UV rays. There is always a chance of the UV rays passing through the shield on your skin, and that is definitely something to remind you that SPF is one of the options to protect you from the negative effect of the UV rays. There are some behaviors like avoiding the prime time of the day where the UV rays are the most intense, and seeking shade, wearing long sleeves, wearing a hat, sunglasses, and stuff like this. There's a lot of behavior to help you maximize the sun protection from your SPF and help you reduce any chance of side effects or negative reaction to the UV rays. So this idea of SPF is enough, and I apply the SPF and I can go out and expose myself to like 12 p.m. sun is not a very good idea. So I'm not saying this to make you afraid of the sun. Of course, the sun, it has benefit, plus it has side effects. So try to avoid long sun exposure, like having 30 minutes of sun exposure with the correct measurement of protection is not something you have to worry about. But using SPF as an only measure of protection is not a good idea. Okay guys, so this was my video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful and informative. If you have any question, please, as always, don't forget to comment your question in the comment section. I would happily to have a discussion with you in the comments, and please don't forget to share this video if you found it useful and try to spread the knowledge. And I see you guys very soon. Bye.